What's going on, viewers from the internet? I'm Variety Gamer 95, back for some more Donkey Kong 94. So last time we took care of World 8, the Rocky Valley. This time, we made it to the final world. We chased Donkey Kong through the big city, the forest, the likes of a ship, an airplane, the jungle, the desert, the iceberg, and then the Rocky Valley. Now, we are here at the tower. So all of these are going to be a race to Donkey Kong, with 9-4 and 9-8 having a boss fight. Alright, so we're going to be hearing this the whole way. Okay. So we're actually still listening to the Rocky Valley music, apparently. So I believe we have to flip a switch to open the path to Pauline! Okay. Okay, so once you make it to this point, it's just a matter of actually getting up there. But it would help if it was closed. Or if it were closed, I guess. That was weird. I don't know why I still played Mario's walking sound. It would do that sometimes. I don't know what determines it. Okay. Can I stop doing the handstand? What do I mean to do the backflip? Oh my lord! Okay. Now this is interesting. You see how long the ladder is? We're actually going to see Mario walk up to Donkey Kong as he's still moving slightly. See? Right, so up next is 9-3. The tower's not that long. It's only 8 stages. But it's just tricky. We had to deal with poison mushrooms here. Those skull enemies, they're an instant kill. As you might expect. Come on, piece of crap. So once again, this is a case of the ball is in the ape's court. Okay, we can hang out here, just as long as the poison mushroom doesn't nail us. Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's whatever. Okay, so 9-4 is actually really interesting. We're going to be playing Donkey Kong Jr. with a twist. So in Donkey Kong Jr., we had to move the keys to free Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong would roar to summon one of those crows. So watch the poison mushroom, because yeah, they will go after you. So here, as you see, we have to lock Donkey Kong Jr. in a cage. Okay, wait for that stupid bird to pass. Because yeah, we just saw the beginning droppings. Okay, but it's not over until the animation fully ends. And look, we just locked Donkey Kong Jr. in the cage. How cruel is Mario? He even looks back. So as you might guess, that is the last appearance of Donkey Kong Jr. in the game. We won't be seeing him for the next 4 levels. Okay, at least this time, if the recording does fail, the tower's short. Okay, so I have 99 lives. Let's go ahead and save. Donkey Kong will move to the top of the tower, which has his face lighted for some reason. Does he own the tower? Alright, this level, what the hell? This level is basically 25M, but properly scaled for Mario's abilities. He had some epic music playing in the background, but I was talking over it. Couldn't listen to it much. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the game. Now, is it this one that's interesting? No. Oh, this one's interesting in its own right. So, we have to be careful here. Not just because of the sparks. Come on! But we have to actually, there it goes. Press A. We have to actually jump. We have to do this, but at an angle to get to Pauline. It's right here. So be careful here. So I believe you want to do about 5 or 6 spins, because if you go too fast, you'll fling right into Donkey Kong. He'll murder you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. See? I just barely pulled it off. So it is 9-7 that's interesting. So we're going to be dealing with poison mushrooms one last time, but with breakable platforms. See? Ugh. Okay, so if you get shrunken, not all is lost. Just make sure you have some ground to stand on. Yeah, like that. And there you go. But if the platforms at the very top break, then you're probably going to have to kill yourself by touching the spikes down below. Alright, here we go. 9-8. This is it. Our final fight with the big monkey. Or I guess the big ape. So now we're going to be dealing with wind while doing this. We got this rockin' song backing us up. Alright, so just take your time. Oh no, we are dealing with poison mushrooms again, okay. So it's the same deal as always, just 3 hits. We have to, yeah. We have to handstand to stop these barrels. So study the barrels, take your time, handstand when you need to, and don't go too fast. Okay, there is no need to hop. If you have to avoid a poison mushroom, prioritize doing that. Because remember, you won't be able to handstand if you're small. Alright, I'm going to take my time. Make sure I know what I'm doing. And that's that. Donkey Kong has been defeated. He's going to fall from the tower and we rescue Pauline, guys. Game done and dusted. Alright, we get one last cutscene. And we also get one last boost to our lives. Now, you might find this a little strange because we beat the game, right? Why are we getting more lives? Well, that's because there's one last boss fight. Stage 9-9. Now, you see that Donkey Kong head? Oh, that's a slasher smile if I ever saw one. If you can pause that, you'll notice that there's a bit of a glitch. And check this out. It is Giant Donkey Kong. Okay. So he is going to slam his fist on the ground and cause debris to fall. So what you are intended to do is grab a barrel, stop a barrel with Mario's handstand, and toss the barrel in. Watch, you can do this. There we go. So if you were up here and Donkey Kong slams his fist, yeah, you can do stuff like that, and you can avoid falling off. There we go. See, supposedly this boss battle has a time limit of 150 seconds. We can't actually see it because the display has vanished. Alright, so yeah. So after 2 hits, we'll move on to the next phase. He's actually going to have a new move. He's going to be able to clap his fists together. So check this out. Just like that. Oh, but you have to watch that, because the barrels can, I missed completely. The barrels can actually hit each other if you're unlucky. Ugh, that was close. Luckily, it was just fast enough. Okay. Okay, now, for this next part, I highly recommend going down to the ground, because he will actually do another attack before moving on to phase 3. This move. This move, well, this move will do that, but it's actually not going to go all the way to the corner. Okay, how about I give that another try? I still have 98 more lives, so it's not a big deal. Not that big of a deal. Ugh. It's tough to get up there, but I already showed you guys a pretty cool trick. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, so this is how you're intended to beat him. Like this. That's how you're intended to beat him. Ugh. I'd argue that it's easier to get up there in the second phase. So you could try getting up there like that. There we go. But your timing has to be perfect with the backflips. Oh, yeah, not what I wanted to do. Okay, so moving on to the second phase again. So check this out. There we go. That's how it's easier to get up there during the second phase. Right, time it carefully. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I believe which fist he lifts up first is random. Okay. So yeah. So that attack is not going to go all the way to the corner. The third phase is just like the second phase. We only have to hit Donkey Kong 2 more times. Okay? Alright, so studies move it carefully. Alright, use the handstand. Good old handstand backing us up all the way to the end. Okay, very nice. Okay, if you have to get out of the handstand, do so. That's game. Game done and dusted. Wow, it only took me 2 tries. It could have been 1 if I remember that one detail about his in between second and third phase attack. Now we've rescued Pauline at long last. Okay. So there's a theory that this is the first time that Mario is introduced to the Mushroom Kingdom. Because look, Pauline gave him a super mushroom. So Donkey Kong lands on top of Mario, but Mario's gonna lift him up. And guess who's gonna cry for help now? Now, ain't this just a bunch of clowns? So now everyone will pose for a picture in front of the Rocky Valley. Donkey Kong looks really bashful. You can clearly see him, like, scratching the back of his head with his hand. Alright, so this is... So that scene does not lead into Mario vs. Donkey Kong. This is just a one-off game for the Game Boy. It's fantastic. I never stated this before, but this game actually introduced a surprising amount of elements that would appear in later Mario games. The handstand, the backflip, the triple jump, even Donkey Kong's tie. Donkey Kong 94 predates Donkey Kong Country by a few months. So this is effectively the only time we actually fought Cranky Kong. This is not the same Donkey Kong that would appear in Donkey Kong Country. This is Cranky Kong in his youth. This is the only time that we would see Cranky Kong wearing Donkey Kong's tie. This is actually the game that originated. But this is, like I said, this is just a one-off game. It's not a prequel to anything. This would also serve as the last appearance of Pauline until, I believe it was Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, March of the Middies for the Nintendo DS. I think this is where Pauline got her redesign as well. But there isn't really much to show. I did play this on the Game Boy player, but if you saw at the beginning of the video, you noticed that there was a Super Game Boy logo. If you play this on the Super Game Boy, there is a special border based on the Donkey Kong arcade cabinet. The game has color, at least in some places, and Pauline screams their actual cries for help, as opposed to what you heard in this. But I don't have a Super Game Boy. I don't intend to pick up a Super Nintendo, because I don't know what else I'd really use it for besides that. And even then, it'd be a waste because I have the Game Boy player. So I'm going to reset the game in a little bit to show you guys the game over screen. That's about the only extra that I could show you guys. Now, something weird here. Once you get to the end screen, I'm pressing all the face buttons, A, B, start, and select, but you can't actually go back to the title screen. So let's see. I've never actually hit reset with the Game Boy player before. Hold on, I might be cutting this out. Okay. So like I said, I'm probably going to be cutting this out. So I am actually going to show off. No, I'm actually going to show off two things simultaneously. I'm going to show you guys what happens if we run out of time, and what happens if we get a game over. Which, if you run out of time, it's nothing special, but when you start to run out of time, that's when things get hectic. Give me a second. So the life count starts at 4. I believe life 0 counts. I sincerely hope I'm right on that. Okay. So I reduced Mario's life count to 0. So now I'm going to show off what happens if we run out of time and the game over screen. Okay. So it's just a matter of waiting out the clock. I believe it starts when you hit 30 seconds. I'll find out soon enough. Okay, so I'm approaching 30 seconds. I believe this is when the music starts. So yeah, go ahead and give it a listen. Time up! That's all that happens. As for the game over screen, this is what it looks like. The music sounds all too happy, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's another thing about the Super Game Boy. The ending music is enhanced. I forgot to mention that. Now, you have the same options at the game over screen as you do for pausing. Continue, you can save and end. Continue will put you back at the first multiple of 5. You can view your records, sure, why not? I don't know why you could view this in the game over screen, but you can. So yeah, this game has 101 levels, I believe it is. And the 101st level happens to be the final boss. But as I was saying throughout the game, this game is so loose with lives that if you ever see this screen, unless you're like super young, you have to be trying to get a game over, just like I did. I intentionally got a game over. Alright, let's go ahead and save and end. And that is it for this Let's Play, guys. Alright. I will see you guys next time for whatever comes next. Bye!